How you doing, brother? I'm Yosef.
Tyrone.
So let me ask you this. If I was to ask you what's your nationality, what would you tell me?
I was telling Afro-American.
Afro-American. Now, do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
Where will I be able to find Afro-American in the Bible?
You wouldn't be.
So now the question is, well, what does God call us? Because Afro-American, that's man-made term. That's what man gave us.
Okay, I agree with that. I don't know. African?
God calls you Israel.
That's right.
You're an Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
Let's prove that real fast. Let's jump to it. What you got? Deuteronomy 1:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all
Now,
Israel.
if you remember the story of Moses, how he split the Red Sea, and the people was able to walk out, which was us.
Right, okay.
This is under the time of Pharaoh.
Right.
He was leading us out of that captivity and to walk, so our people walk out into the wilderness.
Right. On this side, Jordan.
Go to Deuteronomy 28:15.
Right.
Start at 1.
Deuteronomy
So now,
chapter
we'll show you some how we know that we're Israel.
Okay.
Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
I mean, it's going to happen because this Bible is a real book.
That's right.
Read.
If thou shalt hearken diligently,
If you listen, because it's going to be you're given a choice. You're going to do it or you're not going to do it.
Right.
Read.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do, and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Because the Lord gave us commandments. He didn't give us a religion. He gave us straight commandments.
Okay.
Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So Moses told the Israelites, hey, if you keep God's commandments, it's going to be set upon high above all the other nations.
Okay.
So now let's find out the flip side of that. Verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
I mean, it's going to happen.
if
There's that word, if again. Read.
thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments
There's that word, commandments again. Read.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
curses,
All these what?
curses,
Is curse a good thing or bad thing? Bad thing. Oh, wait. Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses telling Israel, hey, if you don't keep the commandments of God, curse is going to fall upon you as a people. Quick question for you. If you observe the so-called black man today, are we cursed? Are we blessed?
We're not, but we're certainly not blessed. That's for sure. Just
Give me some examples of why you say that.
petty people and how to say, jealous, never work together, stuff like that.
Okay, let me show you this. How we got over here, how we came over here to America is actually prophesied in the Bible. Give me that in Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The word Egypt means something. Give me that, Exodus. The word Egypt means something. The Bible uses similitudes. It may say one thing, but actually have a whole different definition behind it. It's like if I want to say something you in secret, I'm going to use code words. These code words directly to the Israelites. Because make no mistake about it, this is your book and not everybody else's.
That's right.
Anybody outside the nation of Israel, they had nothing to do with this Bible. They can kick rocks. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Remember the subject is Egypt, right? Find out what Egypt means. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
One more time.
Out of the house of bondage.
What does Egypt means?
Out of the house of black.
Out of the house of, which is another word for slave. Captivity.
But Egypt haven't always been slaves. They one time, conquered that whole area.
Who? Say that again?
Egyptians haven't always been slaves. They at one time conquered that whole area.
The Egyptians, remember, the Israelites, we was captive under the Egyptians.
Right.
We're not the Egyptians. No.
Oh, is that right? Okay, well let me ask you one thing.
We're going to make the scripture come out.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7.
How you doing,
Bring it out.
sir? Right here, show our people who they are according to the Bible. We're the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read that.
But against any of the children of Israel
Which is you. Read.
shall not a dog move his tongue.
So God says there's a dog. Let's find out what these dogs are. Read.
against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians,
The Egyptians or Africans, read.
and Israel. Israel.
That's you.
Okay.
That's a big difference between you and the other nations. All the other nations meant to serve you.
Right. Okay.
Now, what you got?
Yeah, but Ethiopians were mostly Ethiopians. The Ghanaians were made of Egypt. Ethiopians. Then the Egyptians.
But do you understand that you're an Israelite?
Right. Okay.
That's the most important thing, because guess what? Their nation, the gates are, the kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites.
That's right.
You mad Revelation 21 minutes back. Bring it up. I got you jumping around. I'm sorry about that. This whole thing is for your salvation. The point blank period, the Israelites are the ones that has salvation.
Right.
Jesus Christ, Black Messiah, he come to save the Israelites.
That's right.
Give me that Revelation 21.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 12.
Bring it up.
And had a wall great and high.
Now, Donald Trump was talking about building this great wall. But this wall that Donald Trump is talking about, it has nothing in comparison to what God has sent coming forth when Christ make his return. That's right. Read.
And had 12 gates.
It had 12 gates representing the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Okay.
Read.
And at the gates 12 angels.
12 angels, 12 bodyguards. Read.
And names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Of the Ethiopians.
Of the children of Israel.
The children of Israel.
That's right. Bring it up.
So now let's go back. Let's further prove that this Bible is your book, and that what your ancestors went through, that's what's Bible prophecy.
Okay.
Because slavery did happen, right?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, you see me move Django, Mandingo, 12 years of 12
Yeah, I
years of
saw
slavery.
Mandingo back in the 70s.
Right. Hey, that's God putting His spirit upon these people to produce these movies to wake up people up, help wake up people up.
Right.
And to send you forth in front of these prophets to bring the Bible out to you.
That's right.
Okay.
Read that. Drum 28 and 68 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Y'all
And
brothers,
the-
y'all got any questions? Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So we established, Lord established that Egypt means slavery, captivity. House of
Right.
bondage, captivity.
Okay.
Read.
With ships.
With what?
Ship.
Cargo slave ship. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Exactly how our Lord says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Read.
Okay.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The it is talking about your homeland. Because
Okay.
before then, what's the motherland? If I was asked you, what's the motherland, what would you tell me?
I would say Africa.
You would say Africa, right? Let's find out, let's show them what the motherland is. The Lord wants to show y'all what the motherland is.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it up.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Say that again, read that again.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
What city did it say? Jerusalem, all praises. All praises.
Yeah.
Jerusalem is the motherland.
Correct.
Jerusalem is in Israel. Remember, we are Israel.
Right.
Israel is a people for it's a place.
Teach.
Let's go back.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Well, right here showing people that the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
That salvation is for you and nobody else.
Teach.
You were meant to be gods upon this place.
Right.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Say that again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
When our ancestors got off those cargo slave ships, right? I'm talking about here in America. Who were we sold to? Who sold us? Right. And what did God call? Read that part again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
What did God say those so-called white people? They're the Edomites according to the Bible. They're not white. What did God call them? Read it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
What did God say? Our enemies. Those are our enemies. It's not your brother that looks just like you. It's the other nation. Think about it. They give you the work. How the work can a whole group of people end up being at the bottom?
Teach.
Look at this. every week, probably we see a few Edomites now, but we come out here every Sabbath and we see a majority of our people out here.
Yeah.
Today's one of those rare days when you see a bunch of Edomites here, here and
Yeah.
there. But most of the times it's our people, nobody else.
Right. Yeah. I always take the Bible.
So now, give me is that it? Is it on that?
For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy
And
you.
think about it. We always look for that next guy to help get us out of this condition. It'd be Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
Right.
We're the only ones look for a single person to help change things.
Right.
But guess what? It was meant for Jesus Christ to be that guy.
That's right. Okay.
What color is Christ? Black. What would y'all say? What about you, sir? What would you? If someone would ask you what the color of Christ is, what would you say?
Right? Color.
Yes, sir.
Color.
Yes, sir. What would he look like?
What we look like?
Yes, sir.
We look like gold and gold. But really who he is, he's black. He is black. He came from God because couldn't nobody understand what God was trying to say when he said about the Israelites come back. It's in the song and the saint, something you can see.
But if I would ask you what does he look like, what would you say?
We really don't know.
Okay. But believe it or not, the Bible has to be documented.
That's right.
Let's bring that out.
Those are the instructions. You're right. Hey, you're right.
Hey, I'm not right. The Bible's right. God's right.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Read that.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.
Sorry, one.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The root word for revelation is to reveal. This is the revealing of Christ. Let's jump down straight to the point.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, we're not saying this is actually Christ, but we're trying to help out. Visual is everything to our people. Read that again, sir.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. His hair and his beard. Like a white texture, right? Okay. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes was a flame of fire. Now, this is the picture that they give us in churches or in these movies. So far, what you read so far, which one is closer to what is being brought out? All praise. Continue to read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now, if I was looking at y'all feet, right, it says color fine brass. That's the color of a penny. That's just to give you an idea what it is. But let's find out how dark this thing is. Read.
As if they burn in a furnace.
Now, if I put anything to a furnace, it's gonna come out jet black, right? So, if I was looking at y'all feet, right, and it says if it was burned in the furnace, I mean jet black. If I was looking at your feet, right, and they're jet black, what would that make your entire body?
Jet black.
All praises. So what that make Christ? Is that on that?
And his voice as the sound of many
So what
waters.
does that make Christ? A black man. Christ is a black man.
That's
What's the
right.
Bible?
Teach.
Black man.
America, so-called America, has lied to our people for so many years.
Right.
And the Lord has sent the prophets out to wake you up, to show you the truth. Give me that in Matthew 15:24. Because what else come behind that doctrine? They tell us that that you do everything you do. When they preach this, what else they want to say that comes behind this? They want to say that God loves everybody. No, Christ is only come for the Israelites.
Right.
Give me that Matthew 15:24.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Read that again.
But he answered and said, I am not sent.
This is Black Christ, the Black Messiah. This is him speaking. Read.
But unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said he's not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Why are we lost? Because we didn't know who we are. We call ourselves African American or Afro American. That's not in the Bible. That's not what God calls us. We're the Israelites. The greatest people on earth. We are the salt of the earth, according to Matthew 5. So now, I want to make sure. So now you understand. Let me do this again. What's your nationality? You're an Israelite. What about you, sir? Israelite. Okay, all right. You're right. So now, We know now we're on the same page now.
Right.
We're the Israelites. So now, what's required of us as Israelites? Let's find out what the Bible says.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
We're going here to show people what's required of being an Israelite.
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So God's talking, He's speaking directly to Israelites. What's required of you, Israel? Now that you know that you're Israel. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
But to do what?
To fear the Lord thy God.
The Lord wants you to fear Him. Give him that respect. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in what He says to do. Read.
And to love him.
To love Him.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's right.
That's what the Lord's looking for from us. So now let's get into some of the commandments. Even that Exodus 20, we're about the Sabbath day. Today's a special day. Today's the Sabbath, the Lord's Sabbath day.
What?
Did you know that? Did you know that today's the Lord's Sabbath day?
No, not really.
Because I'm pretty sure you've been to church before, right?
Yeah.
Right, and a lot of people think that tomorrow's the Sabbath day, or they think that tomorrow's the Lord's day. But today's the Sabbath day.
Okay.
Let's read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Read out. Remember the Sabbath day.
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
The Lord told us to remember because we forgot. Because remember, in slavery, when we was in slavery, our people couldn't read or write, right? Now guess what? During that time period, we would conform to their religion, their ways of doing it. So we had to, right? But read that again.
Remember the Sabbath day.
To remember the Sabbath day, now that you know you're Israel, now we're trying to teach you who you are, what's your custom, your heritage, and that's the Sabbath day, because the Sabbath day is meant for the Israelites to keep. Read.
To keep it holy.
To keep it holy, keep this day holy. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So the other 6 days, which is from Sunday to Friday, that's when you do all your work. Okay. Read.
But the 7th day.
But the what?
7th day.
Because guess what? If you would pull out a calendar, right, and number from left to right, Sunday would be the first day, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And Saturday would be the 7th day.
Right.
That's right. Read.
And do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Should not do any work on the Sabbath day. That's how we know. And something else we're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath. Come down and congregate. That's something else we're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. Because guess what? Knowing that you're Israel, there's something else you want to do too. Because the ways of this world it's the opposite of what it's wickedness out here. Okay. And what you want to do is want to get together with like-minded people. I'm going to show you another law that you have to keep. Okay.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. And so much the more as ye see the day approach.
Read that from the top of the book.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
So don't because the Lord wants us to assemble together. So don't avoid assembling together, because we're out here teaching your nationality. We're telling you, hey, we got school here, we got class. Y'all live in this area, right? Right. Hey, guess what? We got class right down, not too far from here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come and join us. Read.
As the manner of some is.
Because some people they know they Israelite, but guess what? They're gonna want to do with their own things. Yeah. Guess what? They're gonna follow all type of warnings out here. Because you gotta be around your like-minded brothers. They're gonna keep you. They're gonna correct you when you go off.
Right. That's right.
Read.
But exhorting one another, and so much the more, as ye see the day approaching.
Because I don't know if y'all following the news, even though it's somewhat washed down a little bit, but even with that, you still can know that the time is at hand. That we're getting close to the end time. Okay?
Bring it out.
This is a serious time. Give me that Romans 13:11 real fast. Because this is some serious times that we're living in. Okay? This is scripture coming out. The Lord He wants to wake you up and bring you into bring you in to your brothers. And we are your brothers. We're your real brothers. Because guess what? We're going to correct you according to the scriptures.
Right.
Read that Romans 13:11 real fast.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Read out.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's time to come out. It's time because America has put our people to sleep for so long. For so long.
Right.
But they give us this, and they teach this to our kids, and our kids think this is Christ. But we show you today that that's what Christ looks like.
That's right.
And guess what? They tell you that, hey, the people over there in Israel right now, they're the Jewish people. Those are, like they say, Jewish, meaning pertaining to. They're not the real Jews. You're the real Jews.
That's right.
And they will see the treatment of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How are you? People want to know, who's the king?
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. I.U.I.C plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. I.U.I.C needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.